Cougar 19.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Nifty move. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And Walker once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Third and 2, Smith. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 40. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
22 needle.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Who needs help when you got D like this?
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Here I come. No. Off. Check 31.
In motion, the tight end.
Hey, go steal. Check 15. Hunt.
Again, it's Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give up the middle to Evans. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darrington Evans, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
19 tight. Go street.
Yeah, let's go sandwich. Mike 20.
Geno now to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Mike 20. Let's go, D.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Let's go now. Jet. Black 40.
Block 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Strike it.
Watch twins. Check.
Go.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Go,
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Come on, set. Yellow. 22.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Ready. 60 red. Ready, go.
On 2nd down, Evans looking for space. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Holloway. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Let's go. 52 Blue. Ready.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 43.
Ready.
Robinson again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates.
96, Mike 96. Watch the screen. Pass. And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
Now Gino. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Viking 18. 18, Pioneer.
Touchdown, defense. And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 96.
Now Gino on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
70 Ranger.
And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. All day, dog. Mike 96.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
Ready, break.
Been a long day for you.
Hey, smash.
Get him, get him, get him. Watch twist.
Go, Reed, go.
Taco.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready,
Now Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
check smash. 79 Broncos.
Mike 20. Hey, they scared.
On first down, Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 20.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
I'm coming after you. Mike 20. Here we go.
Dragon 60.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
19 right.
Again, Smith. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. After the interception, here's Smith. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. What we got?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that. Street.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here we go. Trap 60. 96 is coming. Real Mike 96. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And 96 is coming. We go Mike 96.
Ready.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Mustang 19.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Exit.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Defense, get out the field, defense. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's a run by Evans.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Yellow, 22. Watch out now, 50 Fury. Striker, check striker. Ready, go.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. 10.
Right there.
Ready.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it is 28-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Come on, set. Viking 18.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
7 Pirates.
Smith on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 66 yards.
And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now, that George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Falcons are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but Obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. On first down, it's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw again on second down, Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Street. Let's get off the field. And 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
A shotgun snap for Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Here we go. Mike 96.
Go street.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
6 is coming. We're going Mike 96. Too little, tap.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 79 Bronco.
To the air again, Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Arnold Ebiketie, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
I got you, boy.
Dragon 60.
Mike 96. Mike 96. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith, he's going to wind up and air it out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Switch. Kill. Big Dad.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Fresno. Hey, alert 3.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Watch twist.
Go Ray.
Slam. Jam. Mike 5-4.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Sponge. No. Check 4.
Walker once more.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Darrington Evans
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing now is Geno. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
I got you, punk. Mike 96.
Back to throw, Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season.